What's going on, folks? Is your friend Instructor Saint coming at you on this beautiful Sunday morning. I would like to wish a happy Palm Sunday to everyone else out there, all you beautiful people, on this lovely Sunday, 5th of April 2020. As you can see right here, today's topic is going to be about safety. So, safety first. These are some basic 4 rules that you need to follow in firearm safety. Now, I know a lot of people it's new, are new, excuse me, to the firearm, pretty much world or industry, family, whatever terminology that you would like to use, up to you. A lot of people, now I'm not here to bash anyone, but the truth is the truth. A lot of people who were anti-gun, or people who were, per se, wasn't really anti-gun, but they didn't feel the need to own a gun. So now, with all the crisis with the coronavirus and all the situation that's going on, people are rushing to the stores to purchase a firearm for self-defense, which by all means you have that right. It is your constitutional right to defend yourself. The Second Amendment gives each and every one that right. You have the right to defend yourself. You have the right to defend your family. You have the right to defend those who are your loved ones. You have the right to defend those who are in your immediate surrounding. It is your right to defend yourself, your family, and others as well. Now, a lot of people are new to this family, the Second Amendment family. So they wondering, okay, I need to get a gun. What do I need to do? Blah 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 blah. Pretty much, if you live here in New York State, you do need a pistol permit to get a handgun. That's no question asked. And also to New York State, New York City, the five boroughs of New York City has their own rules to the rest of New York State. So if you live in that area, you had to have a New York City pistol permit. So if you live, say, in Rockland County, where I live, or Orange County, Westchester County, you cannot go into the five borough with your firearm if you're not either law enforcement, peace officer, or have a special license from the city for work, which authorize you to go into the city with your firearm. But with that being said, you can say purchase a firearm down there, like at any gun store, gun range in the city. Like my Glock 19, I did purchase it down there at a gun range that also had a store. When I went, I paid for it. They gave me the receipt. Came back to Rockland County, went to the clerk's office, had it added on my pistol permit, and when I was ready, I went back to pick it up. Now, the way I transported the firearm was I had it in a lockbox, no ammunition, the magazine was out. Although I didn't put in a separate thing because it was all empty, everything was empty, and I put it in the trunk of my car to transport it back here, and that was like years ago, years ago, when I first got my Glock 19. It's not for the department. That was my personal stuff for training, and also I was doing armed security as well on the side. So that's why I went and got the Glock 19, because I came to fall in love with Glock. Now, I must let you know that I don't have no affiliation with Glock. It's just that I use their tools. I use their products, per se, for work, for training myself, for training others as well, just for knowledge base. So just let you know that I'm not here promoting Glock or anything like that. It's just like I use their products. I like their product. Their products is really great. But let's get back to the topic. So when you get your permit, now you go and get your first firearm. You get your first firearm and you wonder, what do I need to do? So this right here is pretty much, it's a Glock 19. But this is airsoft. It's not a real gun. It's airsoft. It's a BB gun. But one thing I must let you know, if somebody will pull this at you and you didn't know that it was, as you can see inside the barrel, you can see the difference, the little other piece in there. But if somebody pull this at you from a distance, you didn't know, you would think this is a real firearm. Just like the real Glock. The same thing, the weight and everything else, the features of it, the structures of it. sound effects of it, everything, just like the real deal. So let you know, last time I checked, it was illegal for you to own one of these in New York City. And here in New York and anywhere else in New York State, you can per se own this, but you gotta be very careful, because if you use it in the wrong way, you can be in fact arrested. You can be arrested if you use this in the wrong way, pretend that it is a real firearms to go and do anything stupid or commit a crime. You will be arrested, and if you're not lucky, you could probably end up even being shot. So just be careful. So now you wonder, okay, now I got this gun, what do I do? Well, first of all, let's go over some basic of here. You ever heard people referring to front sights right here, rear sights, okay, trigger guard, and this little piece right here is the trigger, okay? This is the muzzle right here. This piece right here is the muzzle, okay? This is part right here is what we call the frame. Okay, this is the frame. Okay, this button right here is the magazine release, or you hear people refer to as mag. This right here, it's not a clip, it's a magazine. I've heard a lot of people call it a clip, even professionals in law enforcement, military, professional security, the whole nine. It's not a clip, it's a magazine. Okay, now you're wondering, this piece right here is what we call the hammer. You cock it back, and there's a piece I'm going to show you to pretty much stop the hammer right here, to lock it back open. Inside, this portion is what you would call the chamber. This in here is the chamber. So, let's say per se, this was a real firearm. Okay, load in my magazine, release the slide, and then boom, pull the trigger. So what happened is the bullet, which also called the round, that's inside the chamber, okay, the whole piece is referred to as an ammunition. It's ammo, ammunition, ammo. You hear people use a different term. And the top piece is the bullet. Once you do that, the top piece, okay, eject out, okay, the barrel. There's a barrel inside. I'm going to have another video to pretty much break this down and then go more in depth of the different, parts and stuff like that. But inside the barrel, travel, and the casing, which is the bottom piece of the pretty much ammunition, the ammo, or the people call bullet, but it's not a bullet, but the ammo, it will eject. So this will slide back out like this, okay? That casing will eject out, and then the slide, and if you still have any more, okay, ammunition or rounds and the magazine, the slide will go back. It will close back up. But with Glocks, once the magazine is empty, your last round you shoot, it locks back open. So now you can see, okay, the chamber, the interior of the chamber is being exposed. Okay, so now the slide back up, it's locked. So now we will say we have an empty mag right here. So what do you want to do? Okay, first of all, it's always best to go to the gun range, find an instructor, somebody like myself. I'm a certified instructor with both the NRA, USCCA, which is the United States Concealed Carry Association. These are this company right here, which I just show you, the full basic safety rules. So I'm affiliated with them as an instructor. I'm affiliated with the NRA as being an instructor, not only for pistol, but I'm also instructor, pretty much of refuse to be a victim, and I'm also a range safety officer with the NRA as well. Okay, so now let's go back. So now you're at the range, you're taking a class. You hear the instructor say, make your weapon ready. What does that mean? Magazine is loaded. Take the magazine, insert it, release the slide. Okay? Now, this, okay, in the real firearm will consider as the weapon is hot. What does that mean? That means that inside the chamber, okay, you will have a round loaded in here. So the moment that you pull this trigger, you best believe it's firing. So that's why they say, they say make your weapon ready or make your weapon hot. These are different terminology that certain instructor, per se will use when they're doing their training. So now what you want to do is you want to find out, okay, I have this gun. You sometimes hear people refer to the term either if you're left eye or right eye dominant. So what does that mean? It's pretty much your strong arm, your weak arm. What arm do you hold the firearm, okay, for the support, okay, to hold the firearm, and then what arm do you use to support this arm to have a nice grip on there? So now the way you figure this out, take your two hands. So let's say if you're home, you could place a piece of tape on the wall or something, and you put your hand together like this, kind of form a little triangle somewhat. And what you do, you fully extend it back and you slowly pull it. You don't move it left, you don't move it right. You slowly pull it straight back, and you see which eyes that you can see through that little triangle hole there. That will be consider your eye dominant. So me, I'm a right eye dominant. So when I'm going out there, I'm shooting, I'm aiming, best believe I'm using my right eye. It came to a point that where I trained so much before, I used to close my left eyes and only focus with the right eye. Now I came to a point I trained myself to the point that where I could literally kind of slightly dim my left eyes a little bit, not fully close it, and then still have that full focus on my right eye to be able to concentrate on my sight and concentrate on my target. At the same time, still have situation awareness on my left side right here. So if you close your eyes, you only focus, you can see. So somebody come in here, you can't see. But if you lightly, dim your left eyes, even though you're still focusing strongly with I'm focusing with my right eye, I still can see if somebody right here is coming. Right here too, okay? Somebody's coming, I still can see movement right here. So that's a good thing also to practice as well. And what people also refer to as dry fire. Like Glock is pretty good. You got the weapon, you could pretty much go, at home, you're practicing, dry fire. They have other equipments out there, other tools available that have laser where you could pretty much train in the house if you're stuck. Like right now when there's quarantine, if you're stuck, you pretty much could use these tools to pretty much do all your training. So, okay, now going back. Now, many people will say, well, why do I need to own a BB gun? Well, it's a very good question. One, if you don't have a pistol permit, you can't yet, possess a handgun. But with the BB gun, you don't need to have a pistol permit to own one of these. You just need to have a driver license. A lot of time when you go by, they'll ask you for a driver license. And many sellers that sell these will pretty much run your information as well to see, if you're a person that, you don't have any criminal record. It's the same way to when you go purchase, say, a shotgun or a rifle, referring to as a long gun. You don't need a pistol permit. All you need is a DMV photo ID. Most people have driver license, or they just have a regular identification card. But, a DMV photo ID is all you need to purchase those type of, firearms. So it's the same process. A lot of places will ask you for your driver license. They'll put down your information as if say you're buying a shotgun or you're buying a rifle, and they'll do a mini background check on you to see if you're legit. So if you guys are interested, you got more questions, feel free to reach out to me, send me a message. Make sure you give me a like, subscribe to my channel. I'll pretty much be making more videos to go more in depth, pretty much mostly for new firearm owners, on tips and things that you can do as well. And pretty soon too, I'm gonna also be listing different pretty much websites you can go to get more information. So again, hopefully that you guys learned something from this. If you have any question, feel free to shoot me a message. Make sure you like, you subscribe. Look forward to the new videos to come. Next video probably going to be going over taking pretty much the firearm apart. Take care and God bless.